Howdy, fellow cultists, and welcome to another of this thing here, a spot where I rant about a particular topic and review some off-the-shelf liquor. Today's topic was by request, and I'm honored and amazed that somebody would actually request I do a video, let alone about one of my favorite topics, which is giving my opinion on something. And it's going to be the Amish, but first, we're going to imbibe Usher's Green Stripe, which is a import from Scotland, of course, because it is a Scottish whiskey. It is a blended Scottish whiskey of extra quality. I guess it was of a certain quality when they made it, and they felt it needed a little more. And they had some extra quality laying around that they threw in this thing. It's blended with 100% choice Scotch whiskies, which I take to mean they 100% chose some whiskeys to blend together. Let's go ahead and get into this thing while we talk about the Amish and why they suck. All right. Yeah, you can it's definitely got that Scotch smell to it. It's not, quite as oaky or woody as a, it's definitely dry as a Kentucky bourbon. Of course, Kentucky perfected the bourbon, but here we go. Or the whiskey, I should say. Holy shit, that's not bad. For Scotch, it doesn't have that bitter, or not bitter, kind of like that really dry, kind of tingy aftertaste. This tastes more like whiskey, more like American whiskey. So I'm very pleased with Usher's Green Stripe. I'll do it right there, son. All right. Now, to talk about the Amish before I run out of time, and I think you got about 5 minutes left here. They suck for a number of reasons, and I'll try to keep it under 5 minutes, although it will be difficult. Okay, first and foremost, they're pseudo-communists, okay? You get that, right? And by pseudo-communist, I mean they live as communists off the expense of other capitalists. They couldn't exist if we didn't have this decadent society for them to sell to in such large numbers. Now, communist, because everything is run by the order or the Ordnung. You can have wealthy families. They can be doing great. And they have, vast amounts of land that they farm and a huge family and a good standing in the community. And all it would take is for one in the priesthood to come up and tell them that they need to purchase something, and then they would have to do it. There are no questions asked. You're going to have to purchase it. It doesn't matter if it's, a buggy for Seamus or, a house for, for Joe Bob or whatever. So, and they're expected to do it, and that seems like a great thing. I mean, if you think about it, they're all in the community together. But what ends up happening is that all that power is consolidated into the priesthood, and it becomes corrupt, as I'll further explain. Okay, say you have a problem with what's going on in the church or in your community. You literally have no say as to how it is handled. You take it before the priests, they take care of it, and then that's it. Problem solved, buddy. If you got your fair share, then good for you. If not, then that's too bad. Another thing about their freaking communist way of living is that they restrict all information, including the Bible itself. You would think that this would be some kind of holy religious group, that they would all be singing Kumbaya and worshiping God together in some big Bible study. No, Bible studies are not allowed in the Amish community. In fact, they can only read from a Pennsylvania Dutch version of the Bible when they read. Well, actually, they can't read it. It's read to them. When the Bible's read to them, it's read to them in Pennsylvania Dutch. They may not speak Pennsylvania Dutch. Doesn't matter. They're not going to take time to translate it to English for them. That's on them, so to speak. And if they have any questions about the Bible, well, that's too bad. We told you what it is. That's what you believe. I couldn't live like that. So someone like me who entered that community would want to leave it. But it's not just you. The communist tyranny extends further than that. If you want to leave the community, that's fine. But guess what? Your whole family gets shamed now. You don't get the good contracts that come along that the Ordnung controls. You may not be able to get your buggy fixed. And you know what? The biggest hypocrisy of it all is that they have telephones. They have electricity. They have refrigeration. It's just not as ubiquitous as, we have today. It's more like in a central location controlled by, I don't know, the Ordnung. These people, they're awful. Do not join the Amish. They'll ruin your life. They'll take everything you have. And if you don't follow them blindly, then they're going to ridicule you and ostracize your family. So, now you know why the Amish suck. And I could go on, but I think I'm running out of time. But I'm going to drink this shot here to Ms. Antroop. Thank you, Herr Victor. It was a big compliment and much appreciated. Love you too. Love you all. Peace out.